Who's here? Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia. You've reached our winning team train call. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
This is Big Dave Mincy from Melbourne, Florida.
Big Dave Mincy. I think I talked to you before.
Yeah, a time or two.
Just a little, huh? Oh,
yeah,
man.
just a little bit.
How are things going your way?
I'm having a pretty rough day today. Fibromyalgia wise, I'm hurt.
Well, we don't want you to hurt now. You're going to have to quit that.
Yeah, and I don't drink, so I can't kill the pain that way.
Marijuana works too.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, man.
I don't mess with that either.
You might find your hands shackled if you approach the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to watch out who you approach with that. I'm going to tell you what, I've been sitting here talking. I mean, y'all know I don't talk much, but I've been going solid, and I need to go to the little boys' room and take a break, so y'all talk, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what you been up to, David?
Not much, just this and that, We're at a normal day.
Yeah, you talked about your fibromyalgia. My sciatica is finally starting to calm down, so I'm finally feeling a lot better, and hopefully it'll keep getting better, and the pain will entirely go away. So that'd be nice. But
yeah.
Today's the first day I was able to walk with full strides to the mailbox. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
You got to go to the mailbox. I forgot where I was going. Oh, meeting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got your text message.
Okay. Check it out when you get a chance. It looks really good to me. It's a free app.
Yeah.
And everybody that you refer and then makes a purchase of these special deals, and they're including big box stores like Kmart and Walmart, Best Buy, Beds and Beyond. A whole Macy's, Sears, Penny's. There's a whole bunch of businesses that are already online, and they're getting ready to start App 2.0 when all these different places will be online offering coupons for various items that we can save money on. And the nice thing is, if you refer somebody for free, you get a part. If they make a purchase, whatever they purchase, you make money off of, and that goes into infinity.
Well, let me ask you this, Reverend Dave.
Mm-hmm.
How do I refer people to that? Just whoever I decide to text that information to.
Right.
Forward the text.
And they give you a number that's your number, and everybody just follows everybody else.
No.
And they have to type in your number, and it comes up and says, "Are you sponsored by David Mincy?" Yes, I am. So.
Well, the problem is, I just reset. Me and Mike spent 3 or 4 hours last night on the computer setting up IBO Toolbox and getting it fixed and resetting the counter and all that. I had no idea that I had broken links in my business section in my profile. So we got all that straightened out.
Now you're going to have to watch out for him. He's going to take off and just like a fireball here.
I hope so.
Well, I'm telling y'all, and Rev Dave knows what I'm saying. He'll attest to it, whether he believes it or not. He'll attest to it. That right now we're in probably the biggest time of the year for network marketing.
Yeah.
And it is hopping.
Well, if I get if I could get two that would go get two, and then I'd be all right.
You know how to do that? I'm gonna give you the magic secret. I want you to promise not to repeat it and not tell anybody. And Rev Dave, you don't listen because I don't want you to have this magic secret. I'm gonna tell you what the magic secret is, David.
Right.
You get a hold of them, you make contact with them, and you set up a three-way call with me.
Okay.
And if that don't work, you set up a three-way call with Linworth. If that don't work, you set up a three-way call with Rev Dave. But you find somebody and you set up a three-way call with them, and you'll see people start coming in. You'll see it happen. And we got a conference room sits here, 666 hours a week with nobody talking on it. And we can set up three-way calls in that conference room, and we can do it. And I tell you what, you get me and you together on them, and we'll do what's necessary to be done. We'll make it happen for you. All you got to do is drag them there. Anyway, good evening. This is Mike in Georgia, and you've reached the Winning Team Training Call. We'd like to know who you are and where are you coming from.
Hi, Mike. It's Marnie from Canada.
Wow. Good evening, Marnie. Somehow or another, I wasn't expecting you tonight. I'm really glad you're here.
Marty, I heard a rumor that Canada's drying up and blowing away. Is that true?
Well, I was up north quite a ways. I just got home today, and it was kind of brutal up there. So I heard it was kind of brutal down here too.
Yeah.
My wife has a friend, and she lives in Manitoba, I believe it is. I ain't got no idea in the world where Manitoba is, but I do know that she said, it's in Alberta. I don't know where that is either. But
you don't know where Alberta is.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I'm in Ontario.
I know you're in Ontario there.
Which is south, and where she is out west.
Yeah,
well, she call it west.
She said it was snowing there, so.
I heard that. So. That some places out west had snow, but I didn't know it was Manitoba.
Well, like I said, I'm not real familiar with where that is, but I know you said it was out west, and I know Alberta's out west, so. But she said they were having snow there, so it just it's the wrong time of year for snow. I'm ready for it to cool off a little bit, but not snow yet.
Well, it's not bad here, but there were quite a few places had heavy rain and everything, and like I said, I just got home today. So, but when we were heading up north, we hit a real bad rain. I was gonna say snowstorm. Rain.
Rain. As long as it's rain, I guess we could survive with it. But I just don't know about that snow. My wife watches these documentary programs on Netflix all the time, and they're all about Alaska and living in Alaska, and they're showing all the ice and the snow and everything. I just don't know about that. Oh, man. Let's see who else has joined us. This is Mike in Georgia, and you've reached our Winning Team Training Call. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
It's Sandy. Hi, Mike. Hi, everybody.
Good evening, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
We're mighty glad to hear you in here tonight, Sandy.
Glad to be here.
How's things going out there in Carolina?
Oh, busy. It was so nice and cool this morning, and then it got muggy and hot. How about you guys?
It's about the same here. It was kind of cool and actually a little overcast this morning, but then it
Yeah.
It warmed up
Yeah.
as the day warmed up, and
Oh.
the sun come shining out. So it's not been a bad day though. It's been a pretty nice day. And the heat don't bother me too bad. I'm inside and the air conditioner's working pretty good. So
Yeah.
When I was up there in North Carolina in 1976 building the bridges for the interstate,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I used to stay up on the mountain, up on the hill, early in the morning because it would get down in the 40s and 50s, and then I'd go down and work all day, and then it'd get hot. Oh. But it was nice sleeping up there.
What part of the mountain up on the hill?
Up there in Waynesville.
I'm not exactly sure where that is. My wife's mother, and for years and years, owned a motel up there in Blowing Rock, which is way up there in the North Carolina mountains. And I can attest to what you're saying. And you know, in the mornings, early mornings especially, we'd have to have the heater on dead of summertime sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I used to enjoy that.
Yep.
Good sleeping, you know.
Yeah, it was good sleeping weather, and that the wind to get blowing up around into the mountains. It was nice up there. I still like it up that way. We go up there, not quite that far up, but we go up into the mountains there in eastern Tennessee. I'll get it right in a minute. The right end of the state, not the left end.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. Place called Dandridge. in the
Yeah,
Newport area.
I've heard of that. I'm not sure where that is either, but I have heard of Dandridge. Most definitely.
It's where the Bush Brothers bean cannery's at. You see that commercial where the dog's trying to always tell the secret?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. But I'm in Florida now.
Yeah, we won't hold it against you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I'm in Georgia. I'm in where you get the nice ocean breezes and we get the high humidity.
And we get the snow.
And you get the snow. We got a little snow this year. This
Yeah.
first snow we've had in a while. We used to get a lot of snow here, but we hadn't in a while. But this past year we got a little bit of snow.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that, come to think of it.
We hoping maybe that's gonna be the last of it for a few years now. So yeah, we had snow and ice and power out for about a week here this last winter. And that's really unusual for us. Because I heard a report, Rev Dave, and just in case you hadn't heard it yet, I'm not sure how much truth there is to it, but I heard a report this winter coming up was going to be the worst one anywhere in the country that we've had in years and years and years, and that Ohio is going to be hit worse than anywhere.
I heard the same thing.
You heard that?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either, but we'll see.
I heard it was going to be really, really cold.
I don't care. I have a garage now, and I'm safe. And I have central air, and I have central heat, and I have everything I want. And if I don't have to go out, if I want to sit in front of my computer and play games and talk to my friends, I can do that.
Have you got your generator?
I don't need a generator.
What
It
happens
don't
when
ever
the power
go
goes
out here.
off?
No, it don't go out over here.
That's what I said too. This last year I was out of power for a week. I got a generator now. My wife's in there saying it doesn't matter because I ain't never hooked the generator up yet, but I will before it gets cold weather again.
Well, what good's to have it if you haven't hooked it up yet?
I got it. That's got to be good for something.
Well, I guess.
Is it a portable generator or one that's affixed to the house?
Oh no, it's portable. It's portable. It probably won't run much more than lights and hopefully one of the refrigerators. So it won't run the heaters and nothing like that. So, but I got it.
That's the main thing, eh? As long as you got it, doesn't matter if it's you got it hooked up or not, eh?
That's right.
Okay.
Well, that's what I've got. I've got a generator that's not hooked up.
Yeah. This one will be hooked up before the weather gets here.
I need to pull it out and crank it.
Well, mine ain't never been cranked. I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Well, what I did in the 2004 storms is I opened it up, the drain plug on the bowl on the carburetor, and ran the engine until it ran out of gas. So I didn't store any gas in it.
Mine's never had any gas or oil, either one in it. So I guess I got to get out there and put gas and oil in it and get it tested out, make it work, make sure it works, and then I got to do some wiring on the house so I can plug it into the house and run different items that I want to run with it. Can't run everything. If I can just run my network, that'll be all right, 'cause I got a battery operated computer, my laptop here, that I use most of the time, and I got a uninterruptible power supply with a battery in it that'll keep power up and running for a little while, and if I can just charge it back up every now and then, I'll be good. My wife's in there telling me I'm wrong. That ain't what it's gonna do. So.
What's your wife's name?
Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah.
You need to get Barbara on and have her tell us how she got her people. Christy.
Well,
Bless you.
Thank you.
I guess just persistence. I guess
God bless you.
she's got a lot of friends. A lot of friends on the internet. A lot of friends on Facebook and stuff like that. And it just every now and then, even the blind hog can find an acorn. So.
Even the sun shines on the dog's bottom from time to time.
Yeah. She got a lot of friends up there where it snows too. She got one friend that needs some prayer, by the way, right now, if y'all will. Her name is Frankie Pelham, but she lives in now. Wait, listen carefully now. She lives in North Pole, Alaska.
Oh my.
It really is a North Pole, Alaska.
Oh, that's funny.
And right this minute, she's down in Fairbanks in the hospital. She had a stroke here, and she's recovering from that. But most of the time, she lives in North Pole, Alaska, which is up above the Arctic Circle. It does get cold there. She's already been having snow and everything else there too. So, and she sent us some pictures by email here. Oh, it must have been last year she sent them. They had a moose standing there on her front, or next to her front porch, eating leaves off the trees.
I didn't see any. Sorry, I didn't see any moose or deer when I was away.
You didn't, huh?
Nope.
Oh well, you must just not been looking at the right time. I know
I
they
just saw
got
the sign that kept saying,
yeah, moose crossing or something. Now it's just like up here in the Tennessee mountains. They got a park you can drive through there, and they warn you about all the bears. And here, back middle of summer, we went up there and we took a tour through that park, driving tour, and drove around through it and everything. And we saw a lot of deer and a lot of turkey and other stuff like that. I didn't see a single bear. Not the first one, and the only thing they were warning about was all the bears. So, anyway, I believe they must be there, but they were hiding from me. Well, it's fun to carry on talking here. Has anybody got anything they want to talk about to pertain to the business? Anybody got any questions? Any answers? Sandy, if you're around for any length of time after the call, I'll get on Skype and text you. I got a couple things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Okay.
Mike?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember before I left, we talked about that Facebook stuff. Did you just get that solved?
Let me turn that over to the 2 or 3 experts we have on the subject, because you know I'm not an expert on Facebook very much. So that subject has been going on ever since you've been gone, and I can't remember if we found the answer or not. I think we did last week, didn't we? Dave, Sandy, any of y'all got the answer for that?
Well, I know.
It didn't work for me.
No, it's still coming up on my personal page. I'm not happy about that.
But you know what I found out?
What?
As you post and repost, eventually it will run into each other, and it will only say you posted 9 times.
Actually, I did notice that, Reverend Dave. You're right. You're right.
So you don't have to worry about it showing up in your timeline or your news feed over and over and over and over again. Because as soon as it recognizes the same message, it molds it and says you posted it 9 times or 10 times or whatever you did. So
what are you
it's okay.
saying? What are you saying? So after 9 or 10 times, you can
No, it's only 2 times, but each time you do it, it just rolls it into each time. And what I do is I copy and paste it into do the same ad each time, and it just goes in there each time and says for different groups.
It doesn't keep posting the ad up over and over.
It doesn't go over and post it over and over and over and over and over again each time. It just says you posted this message 10 times, 9 times, 7 times, whatever it was.
You mean that's what it says on the timeline, or I don't follow that?
That's what it says on the timeline.
So it doesn't show up 9 or 7 times on the timeline. It just says that you posted 7 or 9 times.
Right.
Oh.
Well, that is
So
an
it's only one.
improvement.
It actually only shows up 1 time.
And
So I'm not worried about it.
Down,
In fact, I posted tonight. So.
Well, I got a report. I mentioned a couple calls ago how this was the beginning of the very, very busy network marketing season, and I will let you know. And primarily, from everything that I can figure out, almost all of the results I've had has come from posting in Facebook business groups, the groups that allow me to post ads and things like that. So far in the last less than a week now, we've added about somewhere between, I guess it's 8 new people spread out over 2 or 3 different businesses that I have, online businesses that I have, and most all of these people somehow or another stumbled across me and found me because of my posting in the Facebook business groups. So just to give you a word of encouragement, it does work to post there.
That's very encouraging, Mike. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you want to know what I've been posting, just go to any one of the groups and you'll probably find my post.
Yeah, I've seen you on there.
I got an email from an evangelist friend of mine today, and I think maybe it might bear warning, so I'll just read it to you. This morning, the Muslim Brotherhood warned the United States that if the United States continued meddling in Syria, Egypt, Libya, and other potential hotspots in the Middle East, they intend to cut off America's supply of 7-Eleven and Motel 6 managers. If this action does not yield sufficient results, cab drivers will be next, followed by Dell, AT&T, and AOL customer service reps. Finally, if all else fails, they have threatened to not send us any more presidents. It's going to get ugly, people.
I'll tell you what, it sounds bad.
What are we going to do? Who's going to drive the taxis?
I'm back.
Well, I guess we're going to have to take care of that problem come November.
Terrible. Some of these unemployed people would have to work, huh? Some of these people on welfare?
Nah, it ain't going to get that bad. But things are looking up. We're very encouraged here the last week or two. Things are, not that I'm not always encouraged, but I'm really encouraged with the last week or two because I've seen just a tremendous amount of new activity going on in the various venues and avenues and areas where I post and I visit, and I do more than posting. I comment on other people's posts a lot. But I'm very encouraged, and I encourage everybody else that now is the time to put the hammer down, folks. Put it down.
And people are hurting people because I saw a statistic that the Bureau of Labor doesn't want us to know about. They quietly reported it the other day, and some of us took note that a record 92,269,000 Americans 16 and older did not participate in the labor force in August. So we have a grand total of almost 250 million people in the country, but out of the 250 million, only 155 million, almost 156 million were working. 62.8% are working. And that includes people that actually sought jobs, which was like 9 million.
That, unfortunately, those numbers are not reflecting the absolute truth, because there is a lot of people that have just give up.
Mm-hmm.
They've just give up, and they're not even being reported anymore.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there that need what we have to offer.
Yeah.
And like I said, now starting the day after Labor Day is always the starting point, starting line, and the network marketing business is just lighting up. I mean, like a great big bonfire right now. It's just really, really hopping. And like I said, now is the time to get yourself out where you can be seen and where people can see what you have to offer, and make friends, make some friends. You know, build a relationship. I made a friend and built a relationship today. And by the way, he found me on one of the Facebook groups. So part of the reason I was kind of slow about getting in here tonight. I've been talking to him for the last couple hours, but it's what we do. And he's not the only one out there. He's not the only one looking for someone with a, with a helping hand there. Someone that says, we have this to offer. If you're willing to do the work and put in the effort, we're willing to help you. We're willing to show you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, where to do it. But you got to do the work. I do stress that. I stress that with everybody I talk to, that we're willing to help them. We're willing to help them as much as we can, but they got to do the work. Because that's what we're looking for, people that are willing to do the work, and they're out there now. They're out there, folks. Just go out and get your share. Has anybody else got anything you want to talk about or add tonight to that, or any other subject? I'm quite open tonight. I didn't have time to prepare much because I've been too busy on the phone here the last most of the day.
I just think that consistency is what matters.
That's
that
true.
Whatever we're doing, we do it every day. Even if it's only talking to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people about our business, or even if it's doing something to get people interested in our website or getting people interested in us. I think we need to do it every day and be consistent about it. And not take a day off, but just try to be proactive.
You just hit the nail right smack on the head, and you didn't even know it because you skipped right on past it, Rev Dave. And that's and I gotta expand upon it just a little bit. But you said get people interested in us, and in the same process, we need to let people know that we are truly interested in them. And if we'll do those two things, we'll build that relationship, and when we build a relationship, we'll build a team. That's what networking's all about. I don't know what happened to Don. I talked to Don earlier today, and he said he had a situation coming up. He didn't know if he was going to get here tonight or not. He was going to try, but apparently he didn't make it tonight. I don't know what was going on, but he didn't expand upon the situation idea. But anyway, something's going on. But Don's still in there. Don's still hanging in. I talk to him regularly.
I miss him.
I miss him here on the calls too, but he's still there. He's still there with us, and still going strong. He don't bring his personal life into much, but he did mention that he had some problems come up or something other that he had to take care of. So you might want to add Don on that prayer list there when you.
Yeah, I was just going to say
in your prayers.
Yeah.
And I assume Corinne is still out in California there. So.
I pray for every team member on the call every night.
And we appreciate it. At least I do.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody. I'm good about trying to, but I can't speak for everybody. But I'll tell you, at least I do appreciate it.
I do too.
I do too, thank you.
No problem. I pray and I obey.
Well,
most of the time anyway.
I was fixing to say I'll have to talk to Joanne and get confirmation on that one, but
Well, Mike, my son just came home and he's pretty tired, so I'm going to let you go.
Alrighty. Well, tell him we said good night. We're glad you was in here. We really appreciate you being in here. You have a lot to add, and you're important to the call. Anyway, we're glad you were here, and we'll look forward to talking to you again on Thursday night, if not
Take care,
before.
buddy. God bless.
God bless you.
David, you've been awful quiet over there. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I wondered. I hadn't heard your bird tonight, so I just wondered.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I talked to David a lot on the phone, and we spend about half the time talking to the bird. Or the bird talks to us, anyway.
Yeah.
Birds. I think you got 2 birds, don't you?
Yeah, I got a mating pair. I just wish they'd start mating. They're 40 years old. She's been laying eggs, but
They may be getting too old.
no. Some people say that macaws, some of them will go till they're 40 before they start mating.
Oh, wow. Well, anybody else got any questions? Anything you want to answer or ask or bring up? Or I'm here.
Mike, about how many Facebook groups do you advertise on?
Well, I tell you what, it reaches from the list of them reaches from the top of them on the left-hand side of the screen there. It reaches from the very top of my screen and scrolls all the way down past the bottom. I've never sat and counted them, but I know there's a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually hit every one of them about 2 or 3 times a day. Nobody's run me off from them yet, so. And I spread it out through the day. I don't do it all at once, but I notice on some of them there's not very many people in those ads, and I'll see my ads begin to stack up one right after the other, even though I've spaced them out. And so if I see one doing that, I'll usually lay off for a day or two and let somebody else have a chance to get in there, and then I'll get back in there. But I try to be real consistent about posting on them. I've got a couple websites that I post on. I post in the IBO on the wall, and I haven't been real good about doing it here lately, but I try to post, put a PR up in IBO, and I have blog site over on 12-Second Commute, and I've got the blogs on the other one, the WordPress websites that I showed you, but I don't usually go back and change them very much. They're just there for people to find. I did talk to a gentleman tonight that he said that he had been trying for the last few years to find a networking business that he could get involved in, and he said everybody was telling him the same thing, just sign up here and you'll be rich tomorrow, and we'll do all the work for you, and you won't have to do anything except cash your checks and everything. And he was about to put up with that, but he had seen my ads. He said he had really seen my ads. They were everywhere. So he just had to give me a call. So, and we had a good couple hours conversation. I made a friend, built a relationship there, and it's going to turn out to be a very positive relationship that we're excited about. Anyway, but it just lets me know if you're consistent and you do keep getting your brand out in front of the eyeballs that are out there. There are more and more out there right now looking, and they're looking for what you have to offer. And you do have a number of things to offer. All of us got several different income streams. We do have The winning team is not an income stream, not at all. It's just a support group, but by coming to the winning team and filling out the little blank and setting up contact, when they tell me that I'm the one that sent them there, because most of the time they say that because they've seen my ads and stuff like that, then I make sure that I call and contact them, personally. And when I do, then it usually turns out to be a positive experience. So I'm let you know right now that using, posting on the Facebook groups is great, and I think that's a really, really, really important thing to be doing. But sending people to the winning team, promote the winning team, and most everybody getting to the winning team now comes off with a very positive, you know, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. They come off very positive about the winning team, and they want to know how it's going to help them and how they can benefit from joining, and how they go about joining. And of course, it tells them right there, fill out the form. Most of them are filling out the form. The thing that disappoints me just a little bit is every time they get down to the bottom, they say that I'm the one that sent them there. I don't mind that. That's great, and I do promote the winning team as much as I can. But I'm just letting you know that it is a powerful tool out there for you to use, and it's available to every one of you. Anytime someone comes and fills out that form and they say that Sandy or Marnie or David or whoever is the one that sent them there, I immediately turn around and send that information to whoever it was that sent them, so that when you get that information, you can do exactly what I do. You can pick the phone up and give them a call. You can email them. You can do whatever you can do to contact them. And it's like I said, it's just one more tool that you got in your arsenal that will help you build your business. The other thing you got to do is what I just got through telling David before everybody else comes on, and that is, if you need help, just call me and we'll set up a three-way call, and we'll talk to your contacts, your prospects, or your friends, your relatives, your enemies, or whatever, whoever you want to talk to. I'll be more than glad to do a three-way call with you and help you any way I can. Just give me a call and say, look, I got this person, I need to talk to them, will you help? And we'll set it up. We do have the conference call, this line we're on right now. It is busy approximately 2 hours out of the week. The other 166 hours, it's available. We can do three-way calls on this conference line anytime you want. So just let me know. Just let me know how I can help, and I'll be more than glad to do so. All right. Has anybody else got anything you want to talk about or add on to there, or? Go ahead, David. I heard you groan.
No, I'm just plugging in the computer.
Okay.
Just reaching for it. My sore body, I just had to reach for the cord.
All right. Well, if nobody else has anything you want to talk about now, I know it's a little bit early, but that's okay too. We can end this call tonight and say good night, and I'm really glad everyone showed up. Marty, I'm glad you're back in town now, or back in Brantford.
Thank you.
And we'll be back again here Thursday night. We look forward to hearing everybody Thursday night. Of course, y'all do know that Stifer does a call tonight at 10 o'clock. They do a call again on Friday night at 10 o'clock and again Saturday at noon. I say that because those are very, very useful calls. If you have a prospect or somebody interested in looking at Stifer, that's a really, really good place to take them. With that, I'm going to say good night unless somebody else has something else. And
I would like to say something to Marnie.
we'll go right
Yeah.
ahead.
Marnie, I added you to my Google Plus thing. You was in there, so I hit accept.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What did you say, David?
Yeah, the Google Plus on my phone.
The
You
circle?
was in there. Yeah, in my circle, I hit accept. I don't know how you got in there, but I hit accept anyway. So now you're in my circle.
Oh, okay, because I didn't even join Google Plus.
You did now?
Okay.
Well,
I wouldn't even know what to do. Okay.
okay.
I have Gmail, but no, not Google Plus.
Well, if you
Okay.
got Google Gmail, you're part of the Google system, and Google Plus is part of Google, just like
Yeah,
Gmail.
Google sent you in there for me to accept. Let's just put it that way.
They
Okay.
helping out there.
Yeah.
They're helping you begin to network.
Yeah, okay, great. I was away for a week, so good. Okay. Hey, that just proves they can go away and things happen.
There you go. There you
Yep.
go. Especially,
Okay.
especially when you got a team working with you. All right.
That's true.
All right. Well, I am really glad everybody come in here tonight. I've enjoyed this call tonight. It's been useful. And I look forward to seeing everybody back again Thursday night. With that, I'll say good night. Sandy, I am gonna go out. I'll text you on Skype, directly to your Skype.
Yeah, okay. Good night, everybody. God bless you all.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night, everyone.